And welcome back, everyone, to Dragon Ball Z What If? What if Gohan kept training beyond Cell? Last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If, we were in the beginning phases of Dragon Ball Super. Goku had been brought back to life, Beerus had woken up, and the Battle of Gods had happened, as did Resurrection F. Gohan had also, through asking Shenron to give him back his tail, thinking there might be more potential there, had gained access to the Super Saiyan 4 form. Now, we're going to basically keep Gohan kind of unique compared to Goku and even Vegeta. I was tempted to go the God Key route, but I'm actually going to maybe consider a different route for Gohan. But we'll get there when we get there. By the way, this will be the last part of this What If. I'll put the poll up tomorrow to give you the remaining two options between the Trunks and Red Ribbon Army and Frieza and Majin Buu. But last time, we had the Resurrection F, and that led us into the Tournament 6 arc. Tournament 6, the Universe 6 Tournament arc. Gohan, in the original, didn't want to participate because he just wanted to continue training. He didn't think he was properly trained up yet. Here, though, Gohan's been doing nothing but training, so he offers to join the team. So it's Goku, Piccolo, Vegeta, and Gohan. Goku would start off first, go against Potama, beat Potama, just as they did in the original. Then he'd go up against Frost. Everything really would just go the same up until you get to Gohan going up against Hit in this case. Because Vegeta's the one, because of his pride, who wants to go up against Frost. Therefore, Gohan gets the short end of the stick here. Man, my computer is lagging for some reason today. It's only lagging at something like... That's pretty much all where it needs to be. And I'm just going to adjust my mic real quick here. I'm a little loud. Although maybe I should be loud. Point being, where I was getting at with this, is Gohan, unfortunately, has to go up against Hit after the fact. Now, after Vegeta. Now, like Goku, though, Gohan is a pretty analytical fighter. He's a smart guy, especially when it comes to fighting. Now, Goku's probably the more intelligent of a fighter, but as intelligence goes, the more intelligent individual on the team is Gohan. And that can translate to fighting, which means he has probably been analyzing Hit as best he can. Unfortunately, he lacks the overall power in comparison to Hit, or even Goku or Vegeta, to really capitalize on the fact that he's able to kind of catch Hit off guard. Yeah, he can definitely deliver some blows. Yeah, he'll definitely push Hit a little bit, but Hit, I think, will ultimately get the win on Gohan. Goku would step in, thanks to Gohan's figuring out thanks to Gohan predicting and figuring out Hit's patterns. Goku ultimately would either get the win on Hit, or it would play out the same where Monaka takes center stage. Then you'd go into the Goku Black arc, and I'm going to tell you right now, nothing really changes with the Goku Black arc. Maybe Vegeta and Goku are a little stronger because they've been training with Gohan occasionally, but Gohan, I think, does stay back to help guard the past. I don't think Gohan feels the need to go out into the future to try to stop Goku Black. Just because, again, he's the smartest of them. He can actually think ahead of these things. So he keeps training. He does get brought in for the Tournament 6, the preliminaries. His fight, I think, would go better here than it did in the original, that's for certain, because at that point, Gohan didn't have Ultimate Form back yet. He had Super Saiyan 2, that was about it. And so this Gohan is actually much stronger than that Gohan, and I think, honestly, he gets the win over... It was Lavender, right? Basil, Lavender, and Bergamo. That's what I believe it was. And yeah, it was Lavender who had the poison. And I think he actually gets the win because he's just that much stronger. However, this is where we get the big change-up. Obviously, you have the Tournament of Power coming. And they have, I believe, only 36 hours to prepare? Now, in the original, Old Kai offered to unlock Goku's potential, but they didn't have time. Granted, if they all just gone into Hyperbolic Time Chamber... it wouldn't even have to be a day. Give it like 5 minutes Earth time. There you go. But point being, if they had gone into the Hyperbolic Time Chamber, they could have done that. But Vegeta blew it up through training. But we don't have Old Kai here. But Gohan is thinking, what else can we do? It's like there's got to be. And Gohan's like, I know we can go. I can go even further. I just found a way to push myself beyond my limits. And Piccolo, well. If only we could unlock our potential, the Elder Guru did for me on Namek again, which I've actually decided I'm going to do a video on this. The difference between the potential unlock that Guru does versus what the old Kai does, because there's a lot of questions that came up when when just thinking of this idea. I'll explain it later on, but at least I'll go a little bit in depth to it at the end of the video. I'm going to actually make a video maybe tomorrow on that. So, a little tough of hair. And so Piccolo's like, well, what about Dende? Couldn't he do it? It's like, well, wait, yeah, Dende, are you capable of, can't you unlock our potential? To which Dende responds, unfortunately, no, that's an ability we don't gain until we get much older, which makes you wonder how old Kami had to have been to actually gain that ability and how old Guru was. Because Kami couldn't do it, apparently. And, I mean, seriously, how old would he have had to have been? And it's like, but then that's when he says, the idea is like, but maybe I could upgrade Shenron. It's been a while since he's had an upgrade. And so he upgrades Shenron, and sure enough, very well. It's like, yeah, Shenron, we'd like our potential unlocked. I can only unlock that which lies within you. That's fine by me. And so he unlocks Piccolo's strength, plus a little more, which, there you go. We're gonna see our good old orange friendship. But with Gohan, Shenron actually stops for a minute and kind of like, it's like, something wrong? You've had your potential unlocked once before. It's like, does that mean there's no way to unlock my potential further? That is not entirely the case. However, one's potential changes as time goes on, which is so I will do what I can unlock. Again, the rest will be up to you. And Gohan feels, and he can definitely feel he's definitely stronger, but there's something more. Like, what is this potential that he said it's up to him to unlock? Very well. Now, this is where I'm going to take a moment to kind of talk a little bit about the potential unlocking and what I think it may be some differences. I'll go more in depth tomorrow in the video I do. But what Guru was doing was unlocking their potential. But they could keep training and get stronger. And we know this for a fact because Gohan kept training and getting stronger. We can assume the same with Krillin, that Gohan's not just an outlier. They're the only and Dende, we assume, could also have theoretically gotten stronger. We just never saw it. And if we hypothetically assume that if Guru had been alive when Piccolo won his potential unlock, that more or less, that's what would have happened. You would have gotten the powered up Piccolo you would have gotten there, minus Orange Piccolo, because I think Shenron did that due to his connection to Kami and being the creator of the Dragon Balls and whatnot. But that's the thing, is like, what was Guru actually unlocking if you could still get stronger beyond that? I mean, if you're unlocking potential, I think it's in the name. I think that's what it is. Unlocking potential. And then you will reach a certain, it escalates your ability to reach your potential, I think it might be. Again, I'll go more in depth on that tomorrow. But with old Kai, I think it kind of does a Saitama. It unlocks your limitations. And basically, you have no limitations as long as you keep training. I think that might be what it does comparatively. But we'll do more on that tomorrow. Point being, Gohan's like, well, what does he mean the rest is up to me? Now, granted, the potential Gohan just got unlocked is massive. Like, he is probably comparable now to the Super Saiyan God forms to some degree. He probably, even in Super Saiyan 4, is what I mean by that. He's probably not as strong as Goku or Vegeta still, but he is still massively stronger, as is Piccolo. And so everyone gets together, Frieza is resurrected, and the fight begins. And the Tournament of Power begins. Now, because Piccolo and Gohan just got these massive boosts, they're actually able to cleave through a lot of the opponents they're going toe-to-toe with in that fight a lot quicker. For example, Frost, I actually think Frost just gets his teeth completely kicked in by Gohan. Same with the Universe 10 guy who was fighting. Same when the Universe 9 tried to gang up on him. Piccolo does not get taken advantage of by Universe 4 in this case, between the invisible guy and the invisible tiny one. He's able to just like bat him away. So Piccolo makes it farther. Gohan makes it at least the same time frame, the story that he made it in. But then Jiren powers up, and they're all just like, holy crap! And then Goku has his Ultra Instinct fight. It fails. Frieza gives him some energy. They're continuing to fight. You really wouldn't see the change up until Gohan and Piccolo are fighting against Team 6, the remaining Namekians, and Goku is fighting against the Universe 2 characters. I can't remember what they are. I can't remember I don't remember all their names. The one who has the mustache and the ones who were creating the black hole effect. And so Gohan and Piccolo eventually powers up and shows off his new power of the orange Piccolo, and they're like, "What the hell, dude?" And they're all sensing it, and even Vegeta and Goku are like, "Whoa, where did he get that power?" Keep in mind, it is said that Piccolo is now within the realm of Goku and Vegeta. He's not necessarily stronger, but he's now can keep up with them. I believe that's how it's roughly stated. He might on some level be stronger than like a base version of like Super Saiyan Blue or whatever, but with Kaioken or Ultra Instinct or Ultra Ego, they probably still surpass him. Now, granted, I've still had people argue that statement with me about whether or not Toriyama is talking about Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct Goku or just Super Saiyan Blue. All we know is that he now puts Piccolo, roughly speaking, in their league. And we know he stated that Gohan is beast form, is allegedly the strongest warrior now, even stronger than Goku and Vegeta. And I'm just going to say, while I have no issue with him being the strongest, I really don't. How he becomes the strongest, you just give him a new transformation. Like, that's a load of shit. Gohan did not earn that. I'm sorry. Piccolo earned that. Piccolo has been a relatively strong character who's been kind of thrown to the back seat a little bit. And so, unlocking your potential makes sense. And this connection to the Dragon Balls, I think, makes sense too. I think Piccolo definitely earned his. Yeah, it's through a wish, but even so, he still had to work for it to a certain degree. Gohan just remembering, oh yeah, I should get stronger and stronger. Oh, my rage boost again. I'm sorry, I'm sick of Gohan getting that, like, just that freebie. That, for me, that's a freebie right there. I don't like that. Don't care he's the strongest again. Just don't like how he became it. But yeah, so Piccolo is actually probably stronger than both Goku and Vegeta right now. Actually, by a fair margin, because the Super Saiyan Blue you would get right now, or in Super Heroes when he unlocked it, is much stronger than the Super Saiyan Blue you get now. So he's actually probably, and that's assuming, by the way, that he hangs around the same ballpark as Super Saiyan Blue, Vegeta, and Goku, and not Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego Super Saiyan or Goku and Vegeta. That's assuming that. Otherwise, he's massively stronger. And so when he goes that Jiren sense that in all Universe 9 all of a sudden realizes like, oh, that guy's a threat now too. And so they overtake the Namekians. Aniraza eventually is formed. Universe 9 is keeping them at bay. We know was it 8? No one sacrificed. 18 sacrificed herself for Brienne. They all beat him down soundly. So now you get Universe 7 with Goku, Vegeta, Frieza, 17, Gohan, and Piccolo, which means all two of them 2-on-2 for each of those individuals, which actually shows you how strong Universe 9 was. I would say it's probably Goku and Vegeta are going up against Jiren like they did in the original. Gohan and Piccolo are probably going up against Toppo. Piccolo goes into his orange form gun. Gohan's going into Super Saiyan 4. They are really they're pushing him hard. They are pushing Toppo hard. To the point where I think they probably would beat Toppo and knock him out of the ring without him going into God Key. The reason for this is be very simple, is that the reason he went to God Key is because Frieza was an underhanded cheat. Speaking of which, with 17 fighting Dispo and not Gohan, it's much easier to just trap him in a dome of energy and then just knock his ass out. And there you go. And now they're all going up against Jiren. Jiren's 6-on-1. Gohan is at full max Super Saiyan 4 right now. Frieza's Golden Frieza. Super Saiyan Blue is Kaioken times 20. Evolved Blue. Orange Piccolo. Orange Piccolo actually is probably the one that is giving him the most trouble in terms of actual power. With maybe Super Saiyan, with maybe Goku and Vegeta being an exception, as the times 20 Kaioken that's a lot of power. And so Jiren actually shows off an actual chunk of his power now and blows them back. Keep in mind, as far as we know, Goku and Vegeta have not surpassed Jiren yet. They haven't done that yet. Neither have they surpassed Broly, as far as we know, on their own. So even though Piccolo is stronger probably than both of them, and him and Jiren actually clash straight out for a while, Jiren does finally knock him out, and crash him maybe into 17. Vegeta and Frieza both get knocked out as well by the raw power. Goku is on the ground. Most of them are on the ground. He actually basically punches a hole straight through Piccolo, who we know can survive it, and just throws it. And Gohan just sees it and just it's just that echo and just finally just Gohan says, powers up, and Jiren now senses the increase. It's like, and now you get Beast Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, or at least a variation on that. I think this is what I was implying with what Shenron said. It will be your power is what you will make it, or whatever it is. It's up to you. You know, he tapped into that true, like all that energy he still had in there, and it turns his Super Saiyan cloak form into like the more not white like the fake Super Saiyan 5 is, but like that silvery gray, and his hair gets even more wild and spiky. And now Jiren can sense this power up, and he's like, "What the?" It's like, "What the hell?" And now they clash, and they're clashing hard. And not only is Gohan now completely overtaking Jiren, he is he's just beating on him. It's like, I'm ending this now. It's like, no, you won't. Just blasts him back. He goes full power, shirts off. Jiren and him are squaring up. And this is a big problem here, because Gohan is probably not as strong as he is in Dragon Ball Super Heroes. The reason Dragon Ball Superhero. The reason for that is because he never had his potential unlocked by the old Kai. That's, I believe, I think that is confirmed that was part of why Gohan accessed this form. Because he never has that, like the limitation remover on potential unlock. Again, that's what I'm assuming right now it is. And again, more elaboration tomorrow. His base is just not as strong here as it was in the original. It's still massively powerful. Or sorry, a Super Saiyan 4 form is not as powerful here as it is, say, in Dragon Ball Superhero, where it's at that point, where Gohan kept training. It's extremely powerful, or if it is more powerful, it lacks the limitation breaker that the old Kai's potential unlocking has. Which means even though he's surpassing his potential again, it's, at least right now, not as strong as he is in that movie. Still, that doesn't mean he's weak by any stretch of the means. In fact, if anything, him and Jiren going all out, nearly wrecking it in the ring entirely, are just clashing back and forth. Unfortunately, and he's dealing getting the good hits in. Jiren is not walking away from this unscathed, and he's not walking away with this fresh. Unfortunately for Gohan, this form is still new in his body, and it really starts to just wear on him until he finally just kind of phases out. The form's like, yeah, it's like, be gone! It's like, yeah, Gohan! And Vegeta tries again. Ultimately, Goku does unlock the Ultra Instinct with Vegeta's final breath for his energy. Jiren now is tired out a bit, is still wailing on Goku. Goku ultimately goes Mastered Ultra Instinct, and then just straight out beats his ass and knocks his ass out of the ring. And so Universe 7 wins the day. Technically, they're supposed to fight until there's one left, but they give 17 the wish. He wishes for the universe's back. Woo! Which leads us into Broly, and actually, there really wouldn't be anything different about Broly here. Believe it or not. Why would there not be anything different about Broly? Well, Gohan, despite the fact he still trains and he's got a new form, has probably been training with a new form, is also still has a family, a social life. He's also not seeking combat if he can help it. He's there to help when it needs to be when he needs to help, but he's not seeking combat like Goku and Vegeta do. And so he ultimately is, He ultimately is not there for Broly. So that entire movie actually goes the same, which leads down to Dragon Ball Super Superhero. And the big difference here is that Piccolo doesn't get on his case for not training. I think he still gets on his case for not spending time with his daughter. Like, seriously, Gohan. He's like, oh my God. Like, I remember watching that. And, like, look, people talk about Goku being a bad parent. Goku is a bit more of an absent-minded parent, and he's made some bad I made a whole video about that. But he's more of an absent-minded parent who's made some bad decisions. Overall, he still very much loves his kids, and he spends time with them when he can and all that. And Gohan, we know loves his daughter, obviously, but seriously, Piccolo is rightfully scolding. You have me picking her up all the time. You're spending more time on your stupid work about a glowing ant than your own child. Sorry, look, you want to argue Gohan's I don't think Gohan's actually a bad parent. I think that was bad parenting right there. I think he was being a bad parent in that moment. But I don't think he's an actual bad parent. I know he for a fact he loves his kid. He's probably actually a very good dad. But at that moment, not the best parenting. But because of that, he doesn't need to have that. I mean, don't get me wrong. I loved him in that outfit. I like him in the Piccolo gi. The Piccolo gi looks good. He wears that. He makes it look good. I like him in that outfit. Absolutely. And so ultimately, Pan is kidnapped. Gohan goes, but the difference here is he can beat Gamma 1 or Gamma 2 without too much difficulty. Same with Piccolo. That's another problem here, is that they try to attack Piccolo, and Piccolo whoops his ass this time around. Just, what are you doing here? That was my house, or what the hell? I like the fact that Piccolo did have a house. So he beats them. They retreat. Ultimately, they find the Gammas. They are able to convince, was it Hito was his name? That they are not villains. Cell Max is awoken, and Piccolo and Gohan, honestly, are able to actually beat him without too much trouble. Because now Gohan has been able to train with the Super Saiyan Berserk / Super Saiyan 4 Berserk form. Is that what we're calling? I mean, it's called Berserk Gohan, or Beast Gohan. Sorry, Super Saiyan Super Saiyan Beast 4, Super Saiyan 4 Beast, Super Saiyan. I guess technically for Gohan that'd be Super Saiyan 5, really. But I wonder if he learns he can just tap into the beast form on its own. I don't know. Maybe he could. But ultimately, that is the end of What If Gohan never stopped training after Cell. If hypothetically I were to keep carrying this over into the manga continuity, which follows same events but in a very different way, so its continuity is just much different. This is why I stick with the anime and the animated stuff over the manga, because they go over the same events but they're drastically different. So yeah, what was I gonna say? I just blanked. If I were to theoretically go into those events, him going against Black Frieza, maybe that'd be cool. And maybe we'll see that too. But until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you folks for the next one, and I'll put a poll up for the next one. Till then, see you later. Oh God, it's been a long day. Have a good one.